Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we finally made it to Nebraska on our journey northwards to Canada. On our journey there, we start to spot some ominous looking clouds, and our spidey senses tell us this might be the start of something nasty. And not only do we find ourselves in a severe thunderstorm watch, but also a severe thunderstorm warning. And sure enough, in the very early morning hours, the emergency alerts start popping up on our phones, calling for destructive winds of 80 miles per hour and flying debris that may be deadly for those caught without shelter. There's nothing we can do. We just have to sit and wait it out. Join us as we ride out a major hailstorm. Can we get out of this without sustaining damage to our RV or truck? We were beginning our journey north to Canada, and we'd be leaving through Oklahoma City, going through Kansas, and ending up in Taylor, Nebraska, where we would stop for the night and explore the town of plywood people. While we were in Oklahoma, Tarah received word that she was ready for the final stage of her Canadian citizenship, which meant we had less than 7 days to get to Canada, and many miles to go. But don't worry, we had some really cool and unique stops along the way. Somewhere along the line, we had entered the state of Nebraska, and it had been blue skies all day. And then, out of nowhere, we spotted this cloud, and it made our spidey senses tingle. Perhaps some severe weather was coming. We were definitely going to have to check the weather forecast. Growing up in the west coast of Canada, I didn't think too much of clouds. They either produced rain or they didn't. They blocked the sun or they didn't. But after spending some time in the Midwest, I see weather completely different. Sometimes a cloud as innocuous looking as this could bring severe weather. And that definitely was not the last cloud that stood out to us on the rest of our drive. We were starting to feel like something was brewing. Nonetheless, we kept going on, kept heading towards our destination. We were just so excited to get to Taylor, Nebraska, a town where plywood cutouts of people outnumber the actual residents of the town. While we were en route to our destination, we took the time to check the weather, and nothing really stood out to us surprisingly. As ominous as it looked, the weather didn't really show much, but that just goes to show sometimes you need to trust your instincts. We arrived safely in Taylor, Nebraska, and we were starting to spot the black and white plywood people. We were getting really excited to explore this town. It felt like it was going to be this scavenger hunt, see how many we could find. And of course, there was even some at the RV park we were going to stay at. They were literally all over this town. But first, we were tired from today's drive, so we were going to set up camp and rest for the evening. But tomorrow morning, we plan to get up real early, go find them all. Every single one of them. And we are just so excited to do so. After driving all day in the intense heat, we finally arrived at our spot. Got the power hooked up, air conditioner going, and we have a starting temperature of 36.5. It was 37.5 when we got here. Or also 96.4 inside the boler. This is our air conditioner that we have. I'll pipe it out the window. Just waiting for it to cool off a bit in here. Whew. Eventually, the little air conditioner did cool it off inside of our travel trailer. and with internal temperatures dropped, we settled in for the night. Little did we know we had quite the night ahead of us. Remember those clouds we saw earlier? Well, something really was brewing, and it had caught up with us. Early the next morning, like 3 a.m. early, we woke up to a storm that was completely surrounding us. So we decided to check the weather once again, and this time it told a very different story. And when we went to go pick up our phones, that's when we noticed the severe thunderstorm warning that was calling for 80 miles per hour winds, telling us to take shelter in a sturdy building and away from windows. Well, we were in a 13-foot fiberglass RV. Next, we checked our map, and it looked like it was heading straight for us. According to the severe thunderstorm warning, a severe thunderstorm was located near Taylor, exactly where we were parked, with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected, and expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. Locations impacted by this severe thunderstorm warning were the following, but also included Taylor, where we were sitting ducks with absolutely no shelter around. And just like that, the severe thunderstorm watch got upgraded to a severe thunderstorm warning, and the alerts and warnings kept coming. Now, before we go any further, we just want to paint a picture of the situation we found ourselves in. We are in rural Nebraska in a small town. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, it's pitch black, and as far as we know, this town does not have a car wash or any covered parking for us to seek shelter in. And just to remind you, the travel trailer RV that we travel in, live in, and are currently in is a 1972 fiberglass RV. That fiberglass is original. It's from 1972. There is no wood, there is no metal, just fiberglass and windows. And based on the thunderstorm warning and watch, damage to vehicles is expected. And just like the boler, our truck is parked outside, in the open, exposed to the storm and the hail. Destructive winds of up to 80 miles per hour are expected, and flying debris may be deadly for those caught without shelter. Over the last 5 years, traveling throughout North America, we've experienced many different severe weather episodes. We have had to seek shelter from tornadoes and even outrun a tornado before, but we had never experienced hail like we did this night. There's nothing we can do. We just have to sit and wait it out. There's not too much damage to the thing. There's nothing we can do except sit here and wait till all the hail stops. Hopefully nothing busts through the skylight. Vent has to be bent, whatever. Sitting ducks here. Nowhere to go for park. Shelter. This went on for literally hours. and we listened to the hail absolutely pummel our fiberglass RV and our truck. And with the hail and wind being too dangerous to step outside and survey the damage, or hook up the trailer to the truck without sustaining personal injury, we just had to wait till morning to see what the effects were. After getting barely any sleep, we were exhausted, and it was time to get up and assess the potential damage. There doesn't seem to be any damage from the hail, so we're thrilled about that. It sounded pretty ferocious last night. We actually wouldn't have been too surprised. Came out to see the truck pelleted, holes and divots, but I looked out. Windshield's intact. There we go. Survived another hailstorm. Bowler's still in good shape. Got the rock guards, so we're not overly concerned, but the fantastic fan, roof vent, probably a big weakness. We're to punch through that. I could really make a real good mess inside. But seems like we're okay. Super excited about that. Super excited about that. Time to go explore Taylor. After assessing the potential damage from the storm, we realized we had none, which absolutely blew our mind. We were honestly afraid to even look outside the bowler in the morning. We are not over-exaggerating. It was that bad. Neither of us had experienced a hailstorm quite like it, and we felt truly blessed to have no damage. And while driving around town, you could still see remnants from the storm the night before. As exhausted as we were, we still only had 6 days to make it to Canada, and we just could not pass up the opportunity to explore Taylor, the town of cutout plywood people. Stay tuned for our next video as we explore Taylor and try to find every single plywood cutout person in the town, which was no easy task as there was a lot of them.